Hey, hey, hey. Come on in. It's going to take some time for people to come in. Hopefully, I get some takers. This is the first live. This is Wait with Jazz, and I'm Jasmine Nicole. So, I'm going to give a few minutes, see who come in. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep the show on the road. So, this is a GLP1. Hi, lovely one. Oh, I have some people tuning in. Hey, welcome, welcome. This is the first live. This is a GLP1 and non GLP1 weight loss live. I hope to do these bi weekly. And this platform, well, this live is an opportunity for everyone to come together and engage and share insight, advice, tips on their weight loss journey, on the maintenance journey, whether they're on medication or not. If on medication, we could talk about GLP1 brand medications and non brand compounds, um, and get into anything relative to weight, even non GLP1 medications that are out there. So, but this particular live, too, I really want to highlight some real important tips. Okay. Like the first 7 things I would do to start a weight loss journey. You know, I think this is like really imperative because it's laying the foundation, it's the start of changing your health. It's the start of changing your physical appearance. And a lot of people don't know where to begin. And often, because they don't know where to begin, they can start off haphazardly with different steps. So, this is what this particular live is about. I'm going to go through a list of 7 things that will be important to starting a weight loss journey in a specific order. Okay. So, the first thing that I would do when starting the weight loss journey, the very first thing I would do is verbally declare it to myself, like an affirmation that I'm going to change my health, change my weight. I'm going to incorporate whatever needed healthy eating habits and lifestyle changes um, to get to a better me. That will be the very first thing, is make the declaration that I am going to change. That's very important. That establishes motivation and accountability. I will note the declaration so that you can reflect to it later down the line. Number 2, the second thing I would do when starting a weight loss journey, establish a Hi, Brenda. Hi, welcome. Thank you for tuning into the live. This is the first live. This is GLP1 and non GLP1 weight loss live. I'm just here giving tips and information. Everyone, feel free to chime in when you want or have any questions. I'm talking about the 7 things that I would do when starting a weight loss journey. So I'm on number 2. And number 2, the second thing I would do is establish a calorie deficit. That's the second most important thing. Establish a calorie deficit, and a lot of people don't really know where to start with that. Some people don't understand what a deficit is and how a deficit is what contributes to your weight loss. So do you think Lipo B shot could help you maintain? For some reason I couldn't. Why couldn't you? I think it's not an appetite suppressant. So if you're looking for it to help maintain suppression, that's not what it's going to do. It is a metabolism booster. Okay. And that does that through the complex B vitamins. And then it also has a complex um, set of amino acid proteins that further like stimulates fat loss in certain areas, but it's not going to be it's not a maintenance tool in my opinion, like in comparison to GLP-1. No, I do think GLP-1 and Lipo B work well together. I hope that answered your question, but I want to know, why is it not really working out for you? All right. So that's establishing a calorie deficit. Usually, this is how I interpret a calorie deficit, okay? The recommended calories for maintenance is 2,000, okay? So typically you would subtract 500 calories from that to put you at 1,500. 1,500 calorie deficit. Some people do a 1,200 calorie deficit. But I would recommend a 1,500 calorie deficit so that you don't feel as restricted. I get hungry. Oh, hey, Laura. I get hungry a few hours after a Lipo B injection. I don't think I experienced that. I really wasn't looking for it to aid in suppression. And from my information on Lipo B, it really didn't include anything about increasing your appetite. I don't recall reading that about an effect for Lipo B. So that's interesting. Very. Are you on GLP-1 as well? And if you are, what dose are you on? All right, getting to number 3. The third thing I would do. All right, well, then you might want to kind of reflect that, Laura, to the GLP-1. I don't think the Lipo B really has much to do with igniting your appetite because it doesn't ignite mine. You on Tirzepatide, 4 milligram. Okay, so you kind of on a customized dose. Is how long have you been on that dose? And are you incorporating protein and fiber? Because other than that, I think the component of Lipo B is not really there. Honestly, that's my opinion. Like as far as igniting an appetite, that may have to do with maybe the possibly, going up on your dose if necessary. All right. So once you have established your 3 weeks titrating down, my protein intake is slipping some in maintenance. And you're titrating down and your protein is slipping. Maybe you need to increase your protein. Protein is prominent for satiation on the medication, especially. So maybe you need to increase your protein. Either with protein sources from whole foods or supplemental protein shakes and that sort of thing. All right, third thing I would do after establishing a calorie deficit for weight loss, I will weigh myself. That's the third thing I would do. I will weigh myself this in the beginning of a weight journey. That's important to have an account of what your starting weight is. And I will weigh myself in the nude. All clothing removed, all adornments, jewelry, all that stuff. All that adds weight. So I would do that and I would notate my weight for my record. The fourth thing, I would do is make an exercise routine schedule. Write it down in a journal. And so you can have an account that this is what you need to do. You need to have exercise incorporated in your fitness routine. But specifically, this lays the foundation for the beginning. So I would personally, I mean, in specifics, I would personally like recommend, since you're just starting, commit to like 3 days a week of exercise, 30 minutes. And I think that's pretty, that's pretty manageable. Just to start off. The first month, 3 days a week working out for 30 minutes. And then the next month, see if you can increase that to 5 days a week for 30 minutes a day. So you'll start off the first month. This is what I would do. Start off the first month, 3 days a week, 30 minutes a session, and keep that consistent. Then the second month, I'll tack on 2 more days, 5 days a week, 30 minutes. And just kind of keep that pace going until you feel comfortable. And if you do, to increase your time of working out or add in additional types of exercising, such as weight training, in addition to cardio. But just start off with the basics first. You don't want to overwhelm yourself, because overwhelming yourself with too much in the beginning demotivate you. It would pretty much bring a halt to your journey before you even started. So just start off minimally, in a sense, baby steps, y'all. Everybody, is not in the workout lane, and some people need to be introduced to it. So just jumping into it hardcore 5 days a week, or, intensive this and intensive that, is pretty intimidating, and it turned people off. So I can see why people wouldn't even want to exercise. So for me, I would just baby step it in. Matter of fact, speaking of which, I hope y'all are exercising. I'm always going to be an advocate for encouraging exercise. I hope y'all getting y'all daily activity in on these medications and not on the medications. Because remember, exercising increases your metabolism, and you want to remain with a higher metabolism because you're going to burn fat and you're going to burn more calories at rest. All right, number 5. It ain't that many, y'all. It's only 7. Okay. But this is important. The 5th thing I would do when starting a weight loss journey, I would immediately remove all non-whole foods and refined sugars and processed foods from my pantry and refrigerator. Okay. This means cookies, cakes, candy, soda, sugary drinks, alcohol, for now, just for now. Okay. Could reintroduce alcohol and even some of the refined sugars and stuff later, much later, after weight loss has occurred, and you have kind of really gotten grounded. You want to get really grounded first and see results at a certain level before you start kind of reintroducing things. You typically do that in the maintenance stage anyway. This is so important, okay? Get rid of the junk. So that's what it is. Get rid of the junk. You might as well just do it off the bat. Don't try to wait till later. Don't try to consume it. No, just get rid of it, because once you have declared it, and number 1, you have made the decision to make that change now, these are the steps that are directly following it in that order, and you're doing to make this change. Number 6, you didn't emptied out all the stuff out your refrigerator and your pantry and all that, right? So you probably bare, if you had, if you was a snacker or a big backer like I was, you probably don't got nothing in there. So you need to go to the market. Number 6 is go to the market and pick up whole foods. Grab protein sources. You eat meat. Grab your meat sources. Try to get lean sources. Grab your sweet potatoes. Grab your regular potatoes. Grab brown rice. White rice is okay too, but I would think that's more so in moderation. Grab your vegetables, spinach, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, whatever your thing is with greens, grab them because that's essential. That's fiber. You need that all within your weight loss journey and lifestyle. Grab seasonings, low calorie and sugar-free sauces because you're going to need those for drizzles and extra flavor, y'all. Okay? Extra flavor. And don't forget the fruit. Fruit is important in the journey. And it's a satiation effect too, okay? You have cravings for something sweet, go to fruit. And fruit is fiber. Now, if you're diabetic or on keto, you will want lower carb, lower sugary fruit. So you really want, you would want the blueberries, raspberries, and even strawberries. Those on the lower end, they're fine. Now, if you're not really, concerned about the carb level of the fruit, the sugar level of the fruit or whatnot, then you can kind of be a little free-handed with it. I love pears, plums, green apples. I love cherries. I love blueberries on a regular basis, raspberries. Those are my real choices of fruit on a regular basis. And number 7, this is the last one. Number 7, pick a date to start. And you're going to start by exercising. That's how you know you have begun. You have begun. So number 7 is choose your date. Document your date. This is the date that you have changed everything. You have chosen to make a change in your life. You will always be able to reflect to this date as an accountability factor and a motivational factor. So I feel like these steps are very important in this specific order to jumpstart the weight loss journey and lay the foundation, because you pretty much hit every component. You know what I'm saying? You hit every component to stay on course. And if you do it right and you keep an account of what you're doing, more than likely you would stay on course. You'll stay on course, y'all. So that just was the gist of the information I wanted, the nuggets I wanted to give in this live. But this live is open to any questions about anything, but specifically we could talk about GLP1 and Lipo B. As y'all know, I'm on Lipo B and I'm on Tirzepatide compound. I am on the 7.5 split dose, but last week I microdosed of 9 units. So that was around probably like between 1.8 to 2 milligrams. I find it beneficial to play around with the doses now that I'm in maintenance. Hey, Jazzy. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Ooh, let me see this drink. Oh, I needed that. Y'all, that's organic lavender chamomile latte. Okay, because I put cream in it. I made it a latte, but that is amazing. I've never had lavender chamomile tea like that. Like that's a good tea. But anyway, yeah. Tell me, what are you guys on? What are you experiencing? What are your thoughts on possibly transitioning off of Tirzepatide? Does anybody have an exit plan or want one? I know a lot of people just want to stay on the medication. And I'm not against it because I'm one of them. I just want to stay on the meds, y'all. Hey, Brenda. Oh, you got 12 pounds to go. You're not far. 12 pounds is not a lot. You are almost there, girl. What are you going to do after? Go into maintenance? I think it's important to go like right into maintenance. I don't think, even if your interest is to get off of the medication, I don't think it's good to abruptly stop. Work your way into maintenance, and then if that's something that you want to do, I'm just giving extra information because you didn't give me this, but for those who may want to get off the medication, I think you should ease your way into maintenance first for a period of time before exiting. But kudos to your goal that you are almost about to meet, Brenda. Mm. Um, I'm done with the goals on this end. No exit plan. On for my life. Oh, on for my life and need be. Low dose though, 2.5. Hi, Nicole. Whoa, Nicole B. Hi. Can you share exactly where you get your compound? Y'all post these comments. They disappear very quickly. I get my compound from Amble. I started in July, so it's too early to transition off. Oh, okay. You're fresh. You're new to it. And you okay. I'm thinking you were real seasoned in it. Did y'all notice that Tirzepatide was removed off of most websites? Most telehealth websites, from my understanding, I know is removed off of. She is to me. Hey, girl. Hey, Mika. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I noticed that Tirzepatide was removed from my telehealth site. However, my telehealth provider is still providing the medication. The picture is just not up there. I had to make that clear. I had to chime in. I'm like, well, hold on. I don't see options for Semaglutide up here. I don't see the picture of Tirzepatide. What's going on? I didn't, I didn't see an alert on the dashboard. I mean, not Jazzy, thank you for correcting me. Telehealth, in a sense, yeah, because it's online. Well, yeah, in a sense, yes, telehealth provider, but it's my compound provider. Telehealth compound provider. So it's not like directly in person in office. So when it's not in office, it's telehealth. So this is a telehealth compound provider. But yeah, I had to get clarification from Amble. They assured, they're going to do everything they can to appease new patients and existing patients. So nothing to worry about at this time. That's at this time. I use Lavender Sky. No monthly fee, $25 when you place an order, and $65 for initial consultation. Okay, so $65 for initial consultation. Are there any other fees? Shipping and a reoccurring. Is there a reoccurring fee? I'm new. I newly heard about Lavender Sky from Becoming Bianca. And I did check their site out. They have a variety of stuff. They definitely do. And their prices seem like they're pretty good. They're up there in the competitive market. Mm, uh, I don't know. They don't ship to Michigan. Okay, so that's the only state they exclude. Hey, Raw Truth Uncut. So they only Lavender Sky only excludes Michigan. Okay. I don't know. They sound like a fairly new company. That's where I heard of it too, from Becoming Bianca. Yes, you definitely threw the gems. Hi, Kimberly. Mm. Is anyone in here not on GLP-1 medication? Just checking. We all GLP-1 patients over here in this piece. I guess. For me, forever will be. I just can't imagine not, honestly. I need the suppression account, y'all. I just do. I just do. I need even in the micro. I need something to take the edge off. Because I'm telling you, it was one of the weeks where I felt like I was gonna eat my face off with snacks. I'm not even gonna lie. I got 2 hours of 20 milligram for 440 with the BUD of 6 months. Best use date. That's good. And that date is good. 440? That's a higher dose. I definitely would be that would last so long for me because I would be micro dosing the mess out of that. I'm taking Mounjaro for type 2 and just began maintenance this week. Okay. Congratulations on maintenance. I hope it's going well so far. You notice slight change. Did you make any changes in maintenance or did you just remain on the same dose? It's just the beginning for you. It's, okay. That makes sense. Totally. Hey, Sans. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming. I didn't know if I was going to get anyone. I'm glad I came at this time. Karen, 8 pounds from weight maintenance. Okay, so 8 pounds from weight maintenance. Are we saying 8 pounds gained or 8 pounds lost from maintenance? Clarify that for me. I'm on 5 mg for the next few weeks, then the doctor will reassess to see if I should go up or down. Lost. Okay, okay. Well, congratulations. You want to lose on maintenance? Nice to see you live, Jazz. Nice to see you too. Thank you. I started reading that initial message and then I got bombarded from the other ones. Sorry, my love. You are about to be reassessed from what I can remember to go up in dose. Okay. Just make sure it's needed. Make sure it's needed. Don't go up in dose too soon. I ate all I ate all of my lunch today. It's hard to eat these days. Wait, Mika, I thought you titrated down. You didn't titrate down yet? Oh, for the 5 milligram? Because I know you were struggling with the 7.5 and definitely the 10 for sure. But I think you said something about you were going to 5 milligram. I'm thinking about titrating 5 milligram myself. Lipo B question: do you think the person should wait longer for maintenance before? Ooh, it faded. Repost that. Should a person wait longer before maintenance to use the Lipo B? Is that what you're saying? To me, not yet. I will once my script gets put in. So you still operating on the 10 milligram, Mika, or the 7.5? Started on Tirzepatide in July 12th, while I was home in Philly. Hey, shout out. While you was home, where'd you go? You tried to reach out. What? You on 7.5 and lost 16 pounds. You lost 16 pounds. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. Did I see an emoji that looked like it was side-eyed? I don't know. It faded quick, y'all. I gotta practice makes perfection here. Brenda. Okay. That's for Tamika. 7.5. 7.5 is still strong, Mika. It was strong to me. That's why I split it. It took me for a loop. I wonder if I did a full dose of 7.5, it probably would still be strong. And remember, we're smaller now. Should you wait closer to maintenance to use Lipo B, or can you use it even when you have a lot to lose? You can lose it in either scenario. You can use it in either scenario. You don't have to wait for maintenance. It's actually recommended. I left Philly to come to live in Kenya, so I brought what I could with me. Oh, you in Kenya? Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh, I would love to come out there. How's accessibility of GLP-1 medication out there in Africa, or in Kenya specifically? I'm wondering about that. The medication, well, how's the pricing, and is the medication easily accessible? Interesting. I know medication is drastically cheaper in other countries, but we just are price gouged out in the United States of America. Lost 20 pounds on 0.5. Okay, so you're on semaglutide. Too much side effects for me. I understand, Brenda. This is reason why I didn't want to transition to semaglutide. Not discrediting it for other people, but for some reason it gives really strong side effects. And it looked like you were on a lower. You were on a lower dose? Was that 0.25? Did I miss that? But it gives side effects stronger than Tirzepatide, and Tirzepatide is a dual agonist. Semaglutide is a single agonist, so you wouldn't think you would get as heavy of side effects, but you do. I don't. Injecting biweekly, 7.5 on maintenance is still too strong for me, and still dropping the weight. That's why you want to go to 5. Oh man. I see you, Mika. I mean, you looking good and slim, but I can see it's still coming off. Yes, low doses for me weekly. Good, Brenda. It's easy to lose track and control with maintenance on these doses. It is. That's why it's really better to start titrating down when you hit maintenance. Because if not, the weight is going to continue to fall off. The suppression is that strong. Usually I found it here, but you wouldn't believe the price because it was imported from Lilly. It was $700 for one pen at 10 milligrams. $700 for one pen? Are you meaning like a single pen or a box of pens? And even so, $700? $700? No savings card. My God. My God. No. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Uh-uh. Tamika, a bad chick. No savings card. I mean, this medication is globally accessible, so why wouldn't the savings card be accessible? I don't think that's fair. You know, I definitely don't think that's fair. Mm, try coming up with that on a regular basis. Girl, bye. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Mm. Oh, back to what I was saying. From what Tamika was saying, from She is Tamika, these therapeutic doses have to go down or you'll keep losing weight. It is Mounjaro Quick Pen. Oh, it's the Quick Pen. Ah, Juniper. Hey, Juniper. Hey, girl. Really try to titrate down, y'all. I know some people say they want to remain on therapeutic doses in maintenance. I don't think that's just a successful maintenance. You're welcome, Mika. Um, some people want to maintain like on 10 milligram. Like, I don't even know how that's even possible to maintain on a high dose. Like, you would lose weight. I'm planning to come back to the States and re-up. That's okay. So that's why. Okay. We a supplier. We your supplier, boo. We gotta do what you gotta do. Man, that's a nice trip though. But yo, I'm thinking about titrating to 5 milligram just for just more of a just a stronger suppression. Cause y'all, towards that fifth day and all, you know, the snacking comes in hard. And even before the fifth day, just I have to work harder with the suppression. Yes, I've, achieved the fat loss and all that through my efforts in lipo B, but I still have to counter, what the split dose or the micro dose of the Tirzepatide compound is lacking. You know what I'm saying? I got to try to counter it with my own efforts. And sometimes it's too much. Okay? It's just too much. Sometimes I need a little bit more. So even in maintenance, I may have to titrate to a low dose of 5 instead of working on a 3.75. And I only notice, as I go. I want a little bit more suppression. I mean, just a little bit more suppression. Block out the food noise. I didn't actually reach out. I thought about it. I was busy with family. Okay. The message was fading out, so I kind of didn't catch all of it. So I thought you had said you reached out. I want to split my 5 milligrams. So if I do the 2.5 on Tuesday, when should I take the second 2.5? If you do it on Tuesday, I would think you want to take it at least 3 days later, 3 or 4 days later. Do I inject IM subsequent? IM, you talking about the lipo B subsequently? Or subcutaneously or intramuscularly? I'm proud to say I'm down 30 pounds since July. Okay, African and blessed to travel. Congratulations. Okay. You can. If you're saying yes about the lipo B injecting it subcutaneously, you can inject it subcutaneously, but the instruction says intramuscularly if you're trying to get certain type of effects. But confirmation from medical physicians say that you can inject it subcutaneously and intermuscularly. I hope I matched that question up with the right viewer. Yo, I'm trying to keep a mental digital memory. Mm. Who in here plans on remaining on this? And who plans on staying on it? Is no one is planning on removing themselves from GLP-1 at any point? You? All right, Sans. Nothing wrong with it. I just, I want to know. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. Nairobi is beautiful, y'all. Great first place to come. Okay, so great first place is Nairobi. Hmm. I wonder how the pricings for lodging is. I'm sure there are Airbnb opportunities everywhere. Right now, I plan on using it for life. Hey, I'm on the same board with you. There's nothing wrong with that either. Some of us need it. Some of us really have very low operating natural GLP-1 hormones. I know the life expectancy is low anyway, but some people's hormones just, for some reason, work better than others. They're stronger than others. They're natural. They're able to control their appetite better for some reason. Um, yeah, I'm there. I'm there with you. But I don't think being on it long term at a high dose is recommended. That's where I'm at with it, because a lot of studies still have not came out as far as long term use. So we always have to keep that in mind, y'all. Um, there's no studies on the effects of long term use, so this is pretty much experimentation. So you really just gotta have a close full watch. I'm planning on staying on it. I envision taking a pill in the future for maintenance. Okay. Yeah, they do have pills now available, especially they have semaglutide pills, and now some pharmacies have Tirzepatide pills. Henry Meds does. Oh. It's more convenient than an injection. I got off a few weeks, but food cravings were crazy. I know, oh girl, I know. Stop the 10 milligram for cold turkey. It really does come back when you stop. The studies, they didn't tell a lie with that. The appetite comes back when you stop, and the appetite starts creeping back. The weaker in efficacy the medication gets, the appetite comes back. So towards the fifth day, your food suppression is lower. Your appetite is more increased. At least mine is. My doctor wants me to stay on it once we find the lowest effective dose for me. All right, Kim. Sorry, Kimberly. That's a wise recommendation from your doctor. You got to fish around for the right dose so that it just, so everything works smoothly. So you don't have side effects while you're in maintenance too. You don't want to have side effects like that. Maintenance should be smooth running, and even if you're not in maintenance, you really want your experience to be smooth running, and it can be. You don't have to be bombarded with tons of side effects just because you're in the weight loss phase of it. Like, you don't gotta have all that. That comes just with the constant titrating up in the overuse of high doses. So if you can use a lower dose, use it if you can. If you can't, you do what you have to do. But if you can use a lower dose, use a lower dose. Mm. Y'all, I'm patiently waiting for the outcome of this OFA versus FDA case. I think the outcome is coming up in November, mid-November. I need to know what I need to do, because I'm really, I don't really want to pay the Zepbound vial price if I don't have to. If I don't have to pay the Zepbound vial, I don't want to. But if I have to, I have to. Holding on to the compound as long as I can. Mm. I'm in jeopardy. What I want to know is, the holidays are approaching. How do you guys plan on dealing with food in the holidays? Cravings, food noise. Thanksgiving is approaching. Thanksgiving is a heavy eating day. Are you going to be on the medication for a holiday? Are you going to take a break? Are you going to just be very moderate with what you eat because you have no choice because you're on the meds? Or would you just rather chalk it so you can enjoy the fun and the food with the family? Difficult decisions. I know I'm making a vegetarian, pescatarian type of Thanksgiving. Staying on the meds. Yeah. Repost that last message. I'm hungry now thinking about Thanksgiving, y'all. I don't do anything different for holidays. It's only one day, so I just enjoy and go back to good eating afterwards. Right. I feel confident because my suppression is real right now, so I just nibble a little bit on my favorites. Okay. No issues. It's a group of expats here putting together a potluck for Thanksgiving. I'll bring a dish that counts. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's nice. A little get together. That's cute. I mean, if you're on the medications, it really shouldn't be an issue. It's not like you can't eat, you know what I'm saying? But you can't indulge like you would typically indulge if you're not on medication. That's just the thing. But now we're kind of like, there's no real sensation for it anyway, because these medications pretty much block out a lot of sensation for stuff. So Thanksgiving may not even be that appealing to you, depending on what you want. A few bites and that's it. So you wouldn't even have an issue with overeating because the medication won't allow you to overeat. So actually, it's definitely probably best recommended that you take your medication on Thanksgiving that whole week. Take your injection so you don't go backwards. Maintain it the same way is an investment myself, so I can't blow it lots of money spent. True, absolutely. Tons of money was spent on this medication. This medication is definitely an investment into yourself. This is why, you don't really want to play around with it. I get it. Like, this is not a game. This costs money, right? Take it to avoid weight gain. Yep. That's why I'm so hard and true on it because it is effective with avoiding weight gain. And that's my fear. I don't want to gain weight. I have a phobia of weight gain. Congrats on your first live. Thanks. Do you think you could be able to maintain your weight now on GLP-1 even with increased hunger? Can I maintain it with increased hunger? Yes. You can still maintain it with increased hunger. You're gonna have to kind of like employ your own mental mechanisms in there though. See the idea of being on maintenance in a lower dose or micro dose, you're gonna have to kind of exercise your own willpower. You're going to have to exercise your own mechanisms and making sure your protein is high so that you're not as hungry. Making sure you're full of fiber so that you are delaying your gastric system naturally. So you're just going to have to work harder in that aspect because the hunger is going to come in. I mean, it's natural for the hunger cues to come in, y'all. We're not going to be able to block them out forever, but that's what we're trying to do. We trying to block out the hunger cues for life or the food noise. I mean, now with you improve metabolic health and increase muscle mass, true. that burns calories by itself. So in essence, it should help with maintenance. But to my experience last year, when I was off meds for a while, I still did good during the holidays. It wasn't easy. Mm. So you had to try a little harder. But when you were off, I believe of Wegovy, I think the medication you said you on, you maintained your weight pretty well. And you were off of that for a long time, Mika. So it's definitely doable. But it's just that sometimes you just want a little break. You know, want a little help. That's the thing. Like it's doable, but I just need a little assistance. I don't want it to be as hard all the time, you know? That's why I just want the meds to take the edge off. I want to have food cues and sometimes hunger food noise. Sometimes, but I don't want too much of it. I could live without it. I could live without the food noise, but the hunger cue I need because I need to eat. But the food noise I can live without. Mm. Is anybody on any additional peptides other than Tirzepatide? Like, is anybody on fat burning peptides type thing like Temoreline? What Tesamorelin? I think I said that wrong. Yes, Tesamorelin, stuff like that. Anybody experimenting with that type of stuff? Because I do know some people. I don't recommend it. I do know some people pair this medication with a fat burner, and not lipo B, but like a peptide type fat burner. I don't recommend it, but I know people are out there, definitely in the fitness world, who get into that. This is my constant thought: how to train my brain to start new behaviors when the food noise is roaring back. Keep certain principles in place, like making sure you drink, making sure you drink a lot of water. When the food noise come in, yo, just keep filling your body with water. Don't give yourself waterlogged, but that's a filling agent. Decaf coffee, if you can drink coffee or decaffeinated tea, something to fill the void. Protein, drink a protein shake, eat some protein, fat, whole food preferably, because sometimes them protein bars are fillers to me. Like it's sometimes they're like on the verge of a candy bar, but just have high protein in it. It's like some of them have high levels of sugar and all of that high carbs, and a whole bunch of other fillers. One protein bar though that I do rock with is the No BS. The No BS protein. What is it? What is it? The RX something? All right. What's the name of it? Let me look it up. Does it stay in my shopping cart? The RX bar. No BS. That's what it's called. And they come in a lot of flavors: strawberry, peanut butter, chocolate. Oh, blueberry. I eat the blueberry one. That's the only protein bar I would really recommend. Protein shakes that I would recommend: Fairlife. Everybody drinks Fairlife. I only like Fairlife primarily because it's not as thick. I really don't like thick shakes like that. And it tastes like chocolate milk. Yep, I agree. I don't like no RX. RX tastes too. Ah, you said no, they taste too healthy. Nobody want the healthy stuff. Nobody want the healthy stuff. You know what I do want to bring up in the sound of caution? Be mindful of the supplements that you guys do take in addition to this medication. Just make sure you run stuff by your physician. Make sure, because sometimes we don't realize it, that we can overdose on certain type of elements. It was good being home before I started in July. I ate my way through Reading Terminal. Reading Terminal hits. Reading Terminal hits. Did you stop at the Amish section? When I used to eat meat, oh my gosh. Sean, I tried the protein brownie that everyone was talking about on TikTok. They are so bad tasting. Really? Is the protein brownie by who? Who's it by? I love me a brownie. But if it's gonna taste like a charcoal chalkboard, I'm okay. And sometimes that's what these protein snacks taste like. They got to cram all this protein, dense protein in it, and still balance out sugar and salt in it so it can give it a good taste and flavor. Yes, it's. Mm-mm. But anyway, the supplement thing, I think I saw a couple creators run into some situations about their supplements causing scary, further scary side effects from their GLP-1. The Amish game, yep. Down home diner, yes. Legendary brownie. Oh, you know what? I got it. I was attracted to the legendary Pop Tarts. I never tried them though. Were the legendary Pop Tarts trash too? They, it's all in attractive boxing, packaging, They know how to get to consumers. And then it looks like it's big in size. And I'm a volume eater, so I'm like, oh, a big pastry. The name Prime Bites. Hmm. I need some good snacks. If you're looking for a good protein pasta on a ramen level, Chef Wu. Chef Wu sweet chili. These are plant-based too pastas, y'all. So, and they hit and they taste all the way there. Sweet chili, braised beef ramen, and it's vegan. Okay. Roasted chicken ramen, high protein, 20 grams of protein in the ramen cup. They hit. I want to go back to my fat burner, but Doc says no. Oh, you want a fat burner? What fat burner were you on to you? I didn't know you want a fat burner. And why he say no? Because I guess because you're already losing weight. Oh, they are. They are. I got 3 boxes in my cart. Okay. I'm a ramen lover, but because the regular ramen is so filled with fillers and higher in sodium and lower in protein, it's like, One Soul. Oh, that's the name of it, One Soul? Hmm. It's an injectable or oral? Yeah, the regular ramen doesn't have enough protein. 5 grams of protein in 1 cup. 20 grams of protein in this. Oh, it's banging. Bussing straight up. I love me some ramen. Oh, and you know what I can't get away from is Quest chips. I'm a Quest chip lover. It's an injection. Why he say no? If you don't mind sharing, why the doc say no? Not prescribed. Uh, Not prescribed in pill form. Do y'all eat the Quest chips? LOL at too healthy. I love me these Quest chips. I only like 3 flavors. Eat the Quest bars. I haven't really gotten into the Quest bars yet. I think I'm gonna try some. I haven't gotten into the Quest protein bars. I only eat the ranch Quest chips, the taco, and the cheddar. Alright. Okay, great fiber nerd. Nerd startup incubator. That is an interesting handle. I love that. Oh, I tried the new fire Quest chips. They was good too. Mm-mm. I'm that. Nice to meet you, Chantel. You probably a brainiac, which is a great thing. Where do you get them from? What, the Quest? Where do I get what from? The Quest chips? I ordered them through Amazon, and they also available at Target. You probably will see them at Walmart. But if you want like specific kinds that may not be available just in the commercial store, Amazon. I like the potato chips too. They got like the sour cream and onion, the barbecue, bruh, and the sour cream and cheddar, bruh. On the line of chess, not chess. On the line of chips, Quest hit the mark. I will give him right. Yeah, definitely do because Quest hit the mark when it comes to the protein chips. I don't think there's any other competitor that tastes as good as Quest. They are very lit. Just pricey as ever. You looking at like $30 a box. Just like you don't know if you want to share. Do you have company? I don't know if I'm sharing them. Yes, they are the best. Yeah. I don't know if I'm sharing them though. You know what I'm saying? Like I keep y'all regular snacks over there. Y'all can dip into y'all regular cheap snacks. I can't dip into my Quest snacks. This stuff is pricey. Y'all, you realize it's pricey to eat specialty. It's just pricey to eat specialty. Quest protein chips, yes. Wild protein chips, not good. I heard. And I isn't the wild protein chips dry? It's like dried chicken or something. That's the actual chip. Hmm. I think that's what separates the wild chip protein chip from the rest of them. They made it, the chip from actual meat. Yes, the price scares me and needed more chips in a bag. Yeah, I definitely agree, Jamaica. Quest needs more chips in a bag. Yep, dried chicken. Quest, I just be like, I got to eat them slowly, Mika. I just eat one at a time. You can't go in on them, or I'm gonna want another bag. The lies. That's why I stay tried and true to my popcorn. People have a lot of mixed reviews about popcorn, but popcorn works for me. I like skinny pop, smart popcorn. Get you one of those mini bags. It's like 200 calories. I mean, it's filling to me. And it gets the edge off for snacking, all of that. Like I eat popcorn all the time. And you get so much more of it. Like, versus your Quest bag is, you go into that twice. I say twice. Go into that bag twice. You ain't getting much left after that. Oh, so this is how this goes. This is how lives go. Y'all know this is my first live. And I was just wondering, this is how I did. I think I tried to do a live before on one of my other channels, and it ended up recording in vertical. I thought it was horizontal. I was this way. I misinterpreted the symbol, okay, and I swapped it to the wrong one. Yes, popcorn is good, but I stopped while on the meds, and just for my own reason to eliminate food noise. True, it can ignite food noise. I get it, and it's still carby. Primarily focus on, I guess, lower carbs on GLP-1. That's recommended. I think that was recommended by Lily. Lower carb. So typically popcorn really wouldn't be that, but you're doing a great job for your first live. Oh, thank you. Girl, I thought it was gonna be full of anxiety and teeth chattering. Nervous. I'm like, what? How do you do this live? I thought it was gonna be a blank, sitting here talking to myself. Thank y'all for showing up, though. Showing up and showing out with the comments. More practice to get me better. Repetition is always the key. I'm going to do these lives. I'm going to try to do these lives bi-weekly. Stay up to date. Because, with bi-weekly, lives, so much can happen in between. I don't want to overdo lives. It's not much to really update and chime in on. You guys to chime in on what's going on in your lives, any changes and stuff with the meds and weight journeys or whatever. Anybody going home to the family for Thanksgiving? Or are there any introverts out there? Are there any loners out there in the world? Yes, you're doing good. I was talking to myself and had a few weird people. The weirdos got to pop in at some time. We got to love them. The weirdos got to chime in at some time. At least they're a viewer. Hey, look, you don't care who coming in. Just view me. Can you view me, please? But yeah, who out there? Who out there a loner? Or am I the only one who's a loner? I will be spending Thanksgiving alone. Yep, going home and planning ahead for traveling with my vows. Okay, good. Do you have did you purchase one of those special vow traveling kits? I think they have those available. That could be useful. TSA is all too familiar with GLP-1 medication, so there definitely shouldn't be a problem getting through TSA. Okay, all these doggone people on GLP-1, they better not put nobody through nothing. Yep, I got one of those. You going to a live election day? I'm going to an election watch at 6 p.m. here in Nairobi. I'm probably gonna go down. It's live. I'm here. I'm in Philly. It's gonna be all the way live. I think it's down there on Independence, Fifth and Market. I forgot. I know people. Stop. I know people from my office are designated for it. One girl said TSA uncapped her Zepbound. Who in the what? Stop, princess. Oh wow, that's out of pocket. I mean, did they have an indication that something else was going on in there? Did they think that trafficking was going on? I mean, that sounds like that would be a reason why, but come on now. That's a bit of a reach. And then you uncapped it like you tarnishing my medication that you did not pay for. Oh, that didn't bubble my soul, y'all. Don't. Mm-mm. Yes, I seen that video and she had it in the case and everything. Why did they do it? Did they apologize to her? Was she compensated on any level? I'm the type, I'll try to find something wrong, honey, and I will come up with a suit. Before I left the States, I got a letter from Mochi stating that I am on to. Okay. What, you were waiting for Mochi's confirmation of approval? I guess you were waiting. That's what it sounds like. You were waiting for Mochi to approve. Mm. Nope, it was YouTuber that shared Keto Sis Mom. Oh. You know, no, not to approve. You know, I don't mind keto. I played around with keto one year. Keto really helped me lose, but it's still sustainable. But sometimes I do want to incorporate, my regular carbs. I don't want to always feel like, I'm constrained with keto. To travel in the airport with medication. Excuse me. That well, see, there are rules. Rules are different domestically and internationally. Is anybody keto? Did anybody find keto being better on this medication and sustainable? Or you just low carb over here? Because keto is like drastically low carb. I just asked for a letter as added protection. Okay. Yeah, low carb, but not drastic in any way. Cool. That's pretty much where I'm at. Low carb, just lower carb when I can. Um, and then, some days I'm higher carb. I'm not really bent on it. I'm trying to enjoy now. Okay, I didn't restrict the body to the T. I'm trying to come up for air now, as long as the medication allows. Used to be on keto like 6 times back in the day. I prefer low carb. Low carb is sustainable. Keto is drastic. It is. It's just drastic. It can become easier if you play dirty keto, which I think dirty. What's dirty keto? Dirty keto is eating the keto type foods, the keto processed foods, keto carbs. That makes it easier. But I get a headache sometimes just trying to figure that out at times. So just stick with the lower carb for me. I like me a bagel. Okay. I like me a bagel. Some things I just can't get rid of. I wonder if folks on here are trying to stockpile on compound. Did you already discuss that? No, we didn't. Great question. Are you try? Or is anyone stockpiling? I did keto in the past, along with intermittent fasting in the gym, elliptical daily. Yep, lost 30 pounds. It wasn't sustainable for me. The keto part definitely I can understand not being sustainable, and it create more hunger. Honestly, I was thinking about stockpiling when my funds would allow it. But what providers actually offer the stockpiling services? I don't see any that really offer. I don't know. Maybe Orderly. I think someone said Orderly offers the stockpiling. I don't believe Amble offers that option. Stockpiling. Yes, I went with slim downers. Um, Stockpiling is, I don't know. It sounds like some pharmacies would flag that on like a safety concern tip. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. And then the dates and all of that. I don't know. You got to pay attention to the bud dates. I know the rest of my vial that I am stretching the mess out of. I got to use that by February. That's used by February. I guess at this time, there's no need to stockpile. I mean, I guess because Tirzepatide is still available, it's with most providers. My latest bud is 925.25. Okay, it's pretty good. It's November, October, December. Yes, that's a lot. That's a lot of time. I feel like my bud date was shorter. Mm. I think the bud dates vary per pharmacy. I don't know. I have to go back and look at my other vials because I saved my stuff. I don't know if all my vials were 6 month bud dates. I think they were like 3 month. Hey, I gotta check. Maybe. Mm, mm. I gotta have a question about this injection site thing. Which one to, I guess, to all is the best site for your injection? Is it the leg, arm, or stomach? Which one is the best for effects? Minimal side effects and the best weight loss effects. Because I get a lot of different answers. Is the suppression better in the stomach? Because I've been doing the stomach for so long. I tried the leg a couple times. It was okay. Never did the arm, stomach. That's where I've been doing it most of the time. And I noticed that a lot of people do the abdomen area. I think I chose the stomach too anyway because it was just easier. It's accessible, and plus my stomach was big. I said, look, I had the idea, look, take fat from my stomach first. That was my way of thinking. Stomach too afraid to try other sites. I see what you saying. People suggest swapping out the sites when you experience, I guess, harsh side effects or when you experience weight loss stalls. I just tried my left thigh. I have a horrible bruise. I didn't feel any difference in suppression. Wow, that sucks. You end up trying somewhere different and you got a bruise out of it. What needle did you use? You got to kind of be careful with the injection site. Maybe you went too deep. I know when I took my Lipo B, I felt I went too deep, and it felt painful. The thigh is the best mix for me, but I've been using my arm with Zepbound pen, which is more effective but slightly more side effects. Okay, stomach, inner thigh. Thighs are soreness. Had soreness. Mm, I'm hearing a lot from you guys about the thigh with soreness and side effects. Number one, thigh for you. Number two, abdomen area. Number three, arm. Okay, I'll stay in my abdomen. You only done abdomen? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay at my abdomen. I mean, I did the leg. The leg, I'm not. It wasn't that big of a deal to me. Initially, when I did the leg, I felt like it was a reset. I did 5 units in the leg, and then all of a sudden, that's why I had that video. All of a sudden, I started experiencing nausea. I said, wait a minute. I just switched the injection site. So I think it was just like a reset. But then after that, I mean, suppression was what it was. I was only on 5 units, so it wasn't much of a difference. Do y'all rotate around your belly button? Yeah, that's important. I do rotate around. I'm not gonna say I'm close to my belly button rotate. I just rotate around that area, like the outer and all of that. Are are you guys hungrier in the mornings? This is like, do you have more suppression in the mornings versus the evening? Like for the first 1 to 5 days of the week of the injection. A lot of morning suppression. And then it starts letting up towards the mid or end of the day. The hunger cues to come in, allowing you to eat. Mm. Yep, around 11. Yeah. Same here. I'm suppressed in the morning throughout the day. I start getting hungry around noon. I still try to push my fasting past that, but typically them cues start coming in and around noon. Anyone take advantage of intermittent fasting while they're on this medication? Although you don't have to, and I do understand it is not recommended, and nor am I pushing it. I'm just asking. 10 a.m. That's when you start getting hungry. I've never really been a morning eater heavy like that anyway. I usually get hungrier later in the afternoon, even without medication. I may feel hungry in the morning, but it takes very little food to satisfy that hunger. This medication has been nothing but the bomb for me. Okay. I feel more in the morning. My doc says no IF. Dang, your doctor is strict. I mean, shout out to your doctor. Your doctor knows what's best. No intermittent fasting, no fat burner. He said everything needs to come from GLP-1, and that's fine. And it can happen, and it did happen for you, Tamika. You got everything you needed from it without messing with the gimmicks, falling into the category of us other people. He mean, yeah, he sound like he's not having it. No rationalization or nothing. Like, dang. But he approving the meds at hot takes minimum. Do y'all go to TDE, or do you think the metabolic dysfunction is not important to go by this? The TDE. Wait, what is that? What is that? Enlighten me. What's that acronym? TDE. My light just blacked out, y'all. I don't plan on staying on Tirzepatide. The calorie calculator. Oh, that's the calorie calculator? Oh, to calculate your metabolic rate. I'm gonna say what? Something had blacked out. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? Is my live about to go out? Is my phone dying? Total daily energy expenditure. I heard of that too. I couldn't even process the acronym. Thank you, Miss Fitness. I'm talking about, I'm taking about stuff to calculate your minimum calories. Oh, you're taking soon. Oh, your daily expenditure. So what is that? That helps balance out the interpretation of the metabolic rate or metabolic dysfunction, whatever you was putting in there. That sound very intriguing. Tamika over here dropping some true tea. Helps with the macros. Hmm. Okay. Y'all getting a little advanced up in here. I'm up in the morning, hit the scale, and then commence to eat fruit. Start with my water, then choosing a mall to get my 10,000 steps. Nice. That helps you when you know how to calculate your deficit. Okay, that helps with calculating your deficit. Okay, I just I just take 500 calories off the 2,000, but I really wanted to know a better conversion rate for that, a conversion formula, yeah, for sure. Y'all teaching me a lot up in here. Okay, I love lives. It's a great tool. Yeah, my PCP says stop tracking. Why stop tracking? Because it can be unhealthy, I guess. Mentally unhealthy. I don't like to track too much. I did start off tracking when I started Zepbound. I had the tracker and all that. It started to give me a headache. She wants me to learn intuitive, yes, eating. That's the tip I'm on. Yep, definitely agree. I feel like intermittent fasting for me helps me avoid tracking. Like I don't really have to track. And people who do alternate day fasting feel that way too. They feel like if they eat every 3 days or every 2 days, they don't have to track. I only use it as needed. Right. Good. Cause that thing, I'm telling you, getting into the digits constantly, plugging in, logging in, that's a lot. And I'm just like, look, at some point I just rather write it down on paper. We all need to learn how to intuitively eat though. We really do. And we can get to that point even on this medication. This helps us get to that point. I'm scared to ADF. I tried a couple of times. Tirzepatide will help with it. I know it's great for loose skin. It is, because it promotes autophagy. You know that helps the skin retract back because the body start to eat the dead skin protein cells. So your body starts to eat itself. So the dead cells. But ADF is not sustainable for some people. You know, I mean, it works for some, and then they fall off of it. Everybody can't be a finally faster. I don't know if you know Jerome from Finally Fasting. I mean, it's effective. It definitely is effective, but it's not for everyone. I say it's not for everyone, but it does give results. If you can figure it out, it gives results. Dr. Mindy said we can do it sometimes and it still be effective as opposed to long term. One lady passed out trying to combine IF and GLP. She waited too long. Oh wow, that's sad. Yeah, and that makes sense. Yeah, I would say don't incorporate it definitely if you don't know how to incorporate it properly. And that's the misinterpretation. That's probably why doctors say no, don't do intermittent fasting, especially because the GLP-1 already limits your your desire for food drastically, which makes it easier for you not to eat. And then if you're on a fasting regimen, I mean, you can end up waiting too long to eat your food. So I can see how that happened. Mm. But see, even within fasting, you still should be taking in some type of fluids. See, with me, when I fasted, I still took in. I had tea, and yes, I did have cream in my tea. I didn't cut all that. I had cream in my tea. I still had something to sustain me partially. I would do electrolytes on days. I'm afraid of passing out. People do electrolytes, yeah. I haven't had great experiences with electrolytes. That's why I don't really drink electrolytes. My experience with electrolytes was kind of like an overkill. It made me feel sick drinking electrolytes. So I don't really do electrolytes. Maybe maybe I'll try one day. I don't know. I was thinking about Element, but I had a bad experience with electrolyte water. So mm. Okay, you do half a pack or day or less a day of electrolyte. Okay. Yeah. But some people can go overboard and you can kind of poison yourself with electrolytes. I messed around and was drinking it like it was regular water. My body doesn't like electrolytes. Kimberly, okay. Mine did. I started to feel dehydrated when I was drinking it, actually. And I was drinking it like water. It was electrolyte water. I was drinking it like with spring water. I made a mistake. I was drinking it back to back. I can drink water. So when I was drinking electrolyte water, thinking I was drinking a good water. And I was realizing I was taking in too much magnesium. You're taking in too much of those elements. So yeah, be mindful, y'all. Be careful. Be careful when we looking into these supplementations. Liquid IV and Gatorade only element is way too salty. Okay. There's mixed reviews about that liquid IV. Some people say is hmm. I never tried liquid IV, so I just try to down as much water as I can. Yeah. How I be wondering. I've seen people do some seriously long lives, y'all. I mean, I saw a person do 5 hour live. I'm like, what is this? Is what people do on lives? They stay on lives for days. I mean, I guess that's the idea. This live ain't gonna be that long. I'm telling you that. But I'm just like, as I'm getting new into this world all day, I, I would see people who say 5 hours. I'm like, what? I got things to do today. Look, you just sit here just resting on live. You might as well come. I might as well go make a plate. Might as well come on, go make a plate, come back, eat, drink, and all. People be chilling and getting it in on these lives. You doing good. When you haven't gave, it goes longer. Oh, I get it. Okay. I'm learning here. I'm glad I got the engagement because my behind would have been gone. Nobody was here. I would have did my little pointers like I did in the beginning. Next time I'm not doing pointers, okay? Because clearly I don't think that's what live is for. Don't. Yeah, I mean, it can be. People do try to deliver tips and messages and whatnot, but my next lives are not really gonna be that. I just wanted to do this, deliver this since this is my first live. I wanted to have a designation of tips. But other than that, it's just gonna be chitty chat. Okay. And what's up? What's going on? Where you at? What's going on with GLP1 news and our meds and new foods on the market? Okay. Your watch time was let's get it, Jazz. Hey, I am okay. So lives are good for watch time too. As they hang around. Okay. The only thing is you can't edit a live, right? From my understanding, you can't edit a live. I think a live is just raw. Whatever happens, happens. Good thing I live alone. Don't let no pop-ins or nothing of the sort. Y'all, I think this is gonna be my I think this is gonna be my first time with a solo Thanksgiving, I think. If I can recall. Yeah. I'm not going home this year. I may go home next year, but I'm not going to see my peoples next year. I mean this year. So this is gonna be me. Shaking off new foods. I've had Smoothie King has new smoothies specific. Oh, they do? No edits. So it's raw. Everything is raw. Smoothie King they have GLP1 smoothies now. Y'all know as soon as GLP1 hit the mainstream, food companies are accommodating with new products, highlighting GLP1 consumers. I think Nestle came out with pre-made GLP1 meals. Yeah, I want to try their smoothies. About to take a walk and get one. Enjoy it for me, sis. Enjoy it for me. Everyone is ready to cash in. Everyone. Don't get so sucked up into the consumerism, y'all, buying everything that say GLP1 on it. Okay, GLP1. What y'all think about the Kardashian GLP1 mimic line? Lord of mercy. Okay. I like their keto berry smoothie. Okay. I make my smoothies, y'all. I get you. I try to I do that my own thing. I'll try African Day. So fake. They gotta hop on everything I tell you, but people are buying it. Nice, pretty purple pastel clear bottle. GLP1 clinically approved. Appetite suppression, craving reduction. See, when you add in those tidbits, those keywords, those are GLP1 striking words there, okay? And everybody trying to get them something that's relative to it because they can't get approved. The name can sell anything. Yes, I would not buy from the Kardashian girl. Shoot, I've never purchased anything from them either. Nope. But I would imagine they selling off the freaking shelves if they're in the stores offline. I'm wondering if anybody said that they actually feel something from it. Not that I will ever take it, no, but I'm wondering like did it actually deliver anything? Like it's amazing to bring a product to market claiming that it's going to do something in comparison to another product that actually does something, but the product actually that you bring does not. You know? Mm. You know, the K always got to put their stamp on it. All you would get is electrolytes, likely no substance of suppressant. Wow. I take a blend of that here in berberine. I have no idea. So you said you took it in berberine. What's the point of you taking her stuff? I asked my compound physician. I was like, can I take berberine in addition to this? Because I wanted it for skin effects. Because it definitely does help with a lot of skin conditions. I have eczema, you know. But I was told because it will lower my blood sugar my blood sugar levels that I shouldn't take it with the GLP1 because that was not my initial issue to start. My condition is obesity, so it possibly would have caused problems. Mm. Everybody coming out with something. Shoot, can I come out with something? I would come out with a product that was actually effective, though. Well, y'all, we gonna pretty much wrap up this live. It's going over 100 minutes, and I'm losing things to talk about. But it was a wonderful live, nevertheless. I definitely appreciate all of you for tapping in. Thank you so much for support. I will be continuing these lives and getting a little bit more fluent, have a little bit more talking points, so so we can keep the party going. You're welcome, love. Thank y'all so much. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed all the information y'all gave. I look forward to the next live, y'all. I look forward to seeing you soon. Everybody be safe and take care. Be real. Be real. Oh, thanks, Tamika. Thank you. I need them likes. Thank you, Kimberly. African and blessed. Stay blessed, babe. And you already know, how do I even end the live? You already see, I can't even end the live. You're like, Tamika. Oh, okay, I get it. Bye, y'all. Oh, this is nice. Y'all came through. I'm sorry. I'm just scanning through the comments, y'all. Oh, I love this. Bye, y'all.